Hey guys, Kelly here. If you've been following me, you would know about the mess Venezuela has been in and how hyperinflation has forced the country into a state of chaos, if I may say so. The citizens are so hungry they're eating trash. The hospitals can't afford to keep patients alive because there are not enough supplies. There's not enough power. They've been having lots of power outages, huge ones at that. I'll actually talk about that some more a little later in this video. But yeah, in the midst of all of this, it seems like their president, Nicolas Maduro, is living in a fantasy land. I think if you didn't read my blog post about the Venezuela crisis, I think you should pause this video right now and go read it. Right, so I was saying, it seems like Nicolas Maduro is living in a fantasy land. Actually, the opposition leader, who's Juan Guaido, I'm not Spanish, I'm not great at pronouncing it, but I think that's right, Juan Guaido. I don't know. Right, but he's been trying to intervene, but Maduro is under the impression that he's been joining forces with the US to sabotage his presidency. It's gone so far that Maduro, he actually approached the country's Supreme Court to open an investigation on the opposition leader on the grounds that he's part of the sabotage that the US president is trying to bring down on Venezuela. Long and short of it is that I think he thinks everybody's trying to overthrow him. Colombia was also trying to bring in some humanitarian aid because they need it, but he says that the aid is just a Trojan horse for bigger countries to take power over Venezuela. We don't know, but following the most recent blackout, which was last month, March, in Venezuela, President Maduro had announced that he's approved a 30-day plan to regulate the electricity output. I don't know how he's going to do that, but I hope he can actually fix it, because last month's blackout affected at least 18 of Venezuela's 23 states. It has 23 states and 18 states were affected from the blackout. And this includes the capital city, Caracas. It left the Caracas metro system out of action for almost a week, and I think the hospitals took the hardest hit because they lost about 26 patients. Most of them were advanced stage kidney failure patients, but sadly 6 of them were actually infants. So the hospital definitely took the heaviest hit. But remember when I said Maduro was living in a fantasy world? Okay, here's why. Following the blackout I just told you about last month, this is what President Nicolas Maduro had to say. He was saying that the President of the United States was engaging in a demonic plot to force him out of power by crippling the country's electricity system with an imperialist electromagnetic attack. Maduro is convinced that the President of the United States masterminded a cyber attack against the electrical, telecommunication, and internet systems. But however, the opposition leader, I spoke about him, Juan Guaido, he insists that there's no sabotage. He actually made a tweet saying they brought the electrical system to a collapse because they are corrupt, and now they can't resolve it because they're incapable. So it seems like there's some sort of a political tension going on there as well as a humanitarian crisis. And that's my take. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks for viewing.